Welcome to my channel, everybody. This is Why We Moon, a YouTube channel dedicated to why cryptos go up and why they come down. I want to just start off by saying thank you to everybody who watched my last video on Shiba Inu token and Leash as well. It was everything you need to know about those two, and it did 10K views, and it really got me pumped up. I went down into the comments section. You guys were asking about Shiba Inu Bone, what I knew about it, can I give you some more information, and that's why I'm here today. So if this video brings you any value, if I give you some information that you're not getting anywhere else, definitely think about subscribing to the channel. If not anything, just hit the like button. It really does help the channel, and I'm here for you guys. If you want to know anything about a crypto, what's going on with it, why is it mooning, why is it crashing, let me know in the comments. I read all of the comments, and I'm more than happy to look into it for you. This is you guys' channel, honestly. I'm here to take your advice, look at your comments, and then provide you with the information that's requested. So definitely see the comment section and leave your thoughts, ideas there, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. I read all of those, but without further ado, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to talk about Shiba Inu Bone, everything you need to know. But I got to get the disclaimer out the way, guys. Got to do it. So this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything based on what you hear on my channel. I do my best to give you accurate information, but you should definitely consult an actual financial advisor before you make financial decisions. So let's hop into it now. 250 million bone to be minted, and that's the original. All right, so the allocation of the original Shiba Inu token, 90.1% or 225 million should be available to the public on ShibaSwap. All right, this is in red because they don't say this anywhere, but I have a good idea, and I use all of the information I gathered to come up with this. But if it is in red, it is speculation. So I just want you guys to know that. But I say 90.5% because all of any bone that's minted does go to certain places first. So 3% goes to the buried staking rewards for buried SHIB, 1% goes to buried bone, 0.5% goes to buried leash, 5% goes to a developer wallet. All right, we're going to get more into that, but if you add those up, you're going to get 9.5%. And then so 9.5% of this original bone minted will go to that, and that's going to leave you with 90.5% of the remaining bone to be what I think available to the public. I think some of the developers are going to have some of this in their wallet. There's always kind of that going on where there's a few wallets that have a portion or a percentage of that in their wallet where they were able to buy it before kind of the public offer, the private offering type of thing, but around there should be very close. All right, so let's jump over to the other side here. If you have the original minted, and then you have bone minted per block. This is BPB, bone per block. In the first 2 weeks, they're gonna mint bone at 10 times its original mint. So that is 1,000 bone per block. We know there's about 6,000 blocks mined per day, and that's going to get you about 84 million bone in that first 2 weeks or 14 days. All right, so after that time period is done, then it's going to go down to the 100 bone per block. But first, if you're thinking about bringing some liquidity over from Uniswap or SushiSwap, definitely do that within the first 2 weeks. You'll get extra rewards in bone for bringing that leash, not from bringing the leash, but bringing that liquidity over from other swaps. So definitely, if that's something you're thinking about doing, get in early so you could get extra rewards for that. But after that 2 weeks, that's going to drop down to 100 bone per block, and that at 6,000 blocks per day is going to get you about 220 million minted per year. Now, if you add these two together, you're going to get about a little over 250 million. If you only go with the minted per year, that's under 250 million. But it's they make it pretty clear in what I've seen that they're going to try to mint 250 million bone per year. So that's why this is in parentheses, and all of these percentages are based off of that 250 million. And I say that because they tell us that the bone minted per block, they're going to send 5% of that to the developer wallet, and they tell us that that's 12.5 million. So if 12% if 5%, excuse me, of the bone minted per block is 12.5 million, then we know that the total minted per block will be 250 million, because you multiply that 5 by 20, and that gets you the 250 million. So they're going to try and get you're not going to be able to get to that right on the nose, but that's important, guys. This is a golden nugget, and I want you guys to hear and understand this. 250 million. So if you start with 250 million and then you mint 250 million, what that does is it creates a halving effect. For those who are familiar with Bitcoin, this is very good tokenomics. All right, you start by increasing that original 250 million by 100% in the first year, and then you increase that by 50% the next year, 25%, 12.5%. So that 250 million becomes less and less of the total amount of bone that's in circulation, and so it creates a kind of a scarcity, because it's less and less of the actual the total that's being added. So with that halving, you really should be able to see at minimum the value of this bone double each year. So that's a golden nugget, you guys. If you think I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments. But with the way that's set up, long term, it creates a lot of scarcity in the bone token, which also has its use case of a governance token for the Shiba Inu ecosystem, or the ShibaSwap ecosystem. So pay attention to that, and that should really come to fruition. Creating that halving effect. I really like how they did that. All right, so 250 million minted per year. 5% again goes to that developer wallet. That developer wallet is then split into two. They are multi-signature wallets. So 50% goes to the Shiba Inu ecosystem development fund, and then the other 50% goes to developers. So developers split 4 million, OGs split another 1.2 million, and then $1 million goes to marketing. And if you add those together again, you get that 6.25 million. But quickly here on the marketing, they've done a really good job. This is a meme token. It does have a use case, but at the end of the day, you need that artwork. You need those memeable kind of memes that spread throughout the internet. So, keeping that marketing budget well funded goes a long way in spreading the word about the token. So I think it's important, and I wouldn't be mad if they increase this marketing budget, because that's a powerful way to spread the word about your token and your ecosystem. All right, so 5% going to the developers, and then another 4.5% goes to staking rewards. So if you're thinking about staking your SHIB, your bone, or your leash, you do get reward in bone. So you get 3% of all bone per block. We kind of talked about this at the beginning, but you do get 3% for burying or staking your Shiba, which is 3 times the amount of what you would get if you stake your bone token, and then 6 times the amount as if you staked your leash. So these are your rewards. If you stake your Shiba, you're also going to get 0.3% of all Ethereum fees. So that's nice as well on top of that. So what this does, highly incentivizing the staking of Shiba, creates more scarcity. We know there's tons of Shiba Inu token, but encouraging people and rewarding them well for staking it gives more stability to the price and creates more scarcity, and that should have a positive impact on the price, and give it a little bit more stability from those deep dives. So incentivizing that is again great tokenomics, and a lot of people will be trying to take advantage of the staking of that token, of the Shiba Inu token, to get these rewards, which is good for the ecosystem. All right, now so that's 9.5% between the developers fund and the staking rewards. Then what they tell us in the Wolf papers is that the bone per block is also going to go to the ShibaSwap liquidity-pools. So if you split up the remaining Shiba that's minted, it goes to each of these liquidity pools at 30.3%. So if you add these three together, you're going to get 90.6%. That's just 0.1% off of this, so it's pretty close. And this is important because the rewards do not go to the public. So you have to be active in the ecosystem to get bone reward. You're not going to be able to buy this. There's not going to be additional minted that can just go to some pool that you can just buy from. If you want this token, you have to kind of participate in the ecosystem. Of course, these people who participate are going to be able to sell, and there'll be markets to do that. But 66% of what they earn, this is important. 66 of what people earn in rewards, either staking or providing liquidity, are not available for 6 months. So this creates, again, a more scarcity. The people that are participating in the system are kind of in long term, because they cannot access 2/3 of their rewards for 6 months. So again, it adds more scarcity. That 225 million that is added to these pools each year, a portion of that will always be staked away, so it doesn't just flow freely. But 33% will be available to you, and you'll be able to sell that or stake it or do whatever you want with it. That's this is again great tokenomics throughout the whole ecosystem. If you want to earn your bone, then definitely participate in these, either by staking or providing liquidity. Unless other than that, you got to get in early, or buy these after people that are participating in the ecosystem decide to sell them, which people will. But that's everything I have. There's some good information in here and some great tokenomics that I love. If I left something out, you guys, definitely let me know in the comments. I'll read them and I can do a follow-up video. But I hope this was very informative to you guys. I'm going to keep you guys up to date on everything involving Shiba Inu and the ecosystem, breaking things down, making them more digestible. So thanks for watching. Happy trading, you guys. I'm going to see you next time. Like, subscribe. Peace.